Aloha! This is PappaZappa, and we're here for another playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4, No Compromise, No Surrender. In today's playthrough, we're going to be doing something a little goofy. We're playing the least powerful countries we've played up to this point. I will be on the Netherlands. Tankman, my esteemed friend, will be on Belgium.
Yes, it is I, the Belgian man on Belgium.
And then Zombie will be playing for the very first time the Belgian Congo.
There.
What we've done today to make things a little interesting, because we're pretty confident in our Hoi 4 ability, is we're going to strengthen Germany 100%. So what this means is they're going to get 50% political power gain, army experience gain, naval experience. They're going to get 20% division experience gain and ship experience gain, 50% air experience gain, minus 15% attrition, minus 50% supply consumption, plus 30% division recovery rate. A bunch more entrenchment, efficiency cap, efficiency growth, a way less bad of lack of resource penalty, a massive division attack on core territory and defense, that way more extra research speed and document output, reinforce rate up higher, planning speed up way higher, army and fuel, just fuel consumption down to basically nothing, and air wing experience gain up very high. Essentially, we're making a Juggernaut Germany. In fact, you could call that the Benelux versus the Juggernaut Germany, kinda. But we have Congo too. So let's go ahead and get right in. How do you all feel about our chances here against this powerful foe?
Well, usually on historical, the IA doesn't build that many more divisions when they have this kind of buffs. So the division should be powerful, but not that many compared to usual.
Okay. So you're feeling confident, is what I'm hearing.
Indeed.
That's good to hear.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
I feel like it's definitely going to be important for me to take advantage of my Dutch East Indies manpower, if I want to have any hope of holding.
You're
Oh, I have
all
Marines? That's crazy.
You're gonna need those Indonesian men.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if you remember
The man.
that.
I do remember you... Yes, I do remember that playthrough where you,
Got like 1.2 million Indonesians.
Right.
As an army, and yeah.
And then you annexed Indonesia. Very strange decision, but you did that. I'm going to start with forming a new government right away, I think. And selling my airplanes. It's the Kung Fu Classic, really. Now, keep in mind, for this Germany we're dealing with, I have a very strange feeling that they're going to want to do naval invasions. Just because they're going to be so strong. I don't know for sure, but it probably wouldn't hurt to have a garrison, I'll put it that way. No reason to make early trucks quite yet. And I do really appreciate playing a country that actually has its shit named. So like having Johnson M41s, that's nice. I like that. Oh, do any of you have tungsten or steel?
I do have steel.
Nope.
Well, let's make sure we trade between us, all of us. As much as we can, that is. Right now, Congo starts with basically no resources, but you have the ability to get quite a few more.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool when you can start doing focuses for each other, Belgium and Congo. That's like one of my favorite additions from Gotterdammerung.
That I love the way that they did that.
All right, I'm gonna start us off on 4 speed whenever you guys are ready.
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. That's the advantage of playing as small countries, is we actually can get into the game for a change.
Now I have a question for you, Tankman.
Oh.
When I select my units, why do they say "oui, chef"? I know "oui" is yes in French, but what does chef mean? Is chef not like cook? Like what?
No,
what does...
chef can also mean boss.
Oh, okay. Just
It's like, yes, boss.
Well, it
No, no.
actually means they really enjoy the movie Chef, and they're just saying, yes, Chef.
Because that's just what I kept hearing. Yes, chef. I'm like, what? What? Why do you mean? I'm not a chef.
Well, there you go. That's our French lesson for today.
Yeah, thank you, Tankman.
No problem.
So what's your strategy, Tankman, for dealing with the Germans, now that we're here together, me and you?
Well, ideally, we will agree on a defensive line.
Okay. And it's not the border?
I mean, no, because it's kind of hard to hold the border.
I mean, I'm pretty sure as long as I don't lose Utrecht, I have full control of Friesland's factories.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I feel like, I suppose, from Utrecht down south to my border, I could probably hold. And then, like, holding the other half of Holland because it's a strait, and it'd be a little harder for them to cross. And then I figure you could hold your border.
Okay.
It's a possibility. I don't know how good it's gonna work, of course. Forgot the Netherlands actually has a pretty good admiral.
They've actually got a pretty cool focus tree, all things considered.
Yeah, it's a good one. It got wrecked when they did no step or no what the fuck, not a step back, because there was a lot of these focuses that add infrastructure, and infrastructure.
Yep.
It used to go to level 10, so it used to matter. But now it only goes to level 5, and you start the game with pretty decent infrastructure, like 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. That's not... You can only give me +1 infrastructure so many times before it does nothing.
Well, and then at that, infrastructure also used to be the sole determining factor for supply that could go through a region, and not the logistics hubs and rail networks.
Mm-hmm. I liked the old system of supply. It was actually pretty nice.
I prefer the new one just because I like the...
Oh, I'm
I
not
feel
saying
like
the new one isn't better. It certainly is in a lot of ways.
Yeah. The old... Oh, dude, the old air system was wacky.
What do you mean?
Just... I don't know if you've ever seen what the old UI for air looked like.
I played from pretty much the beginning. I don't remember it being that much different.
If I remember, it is like it's very similar, but it has a lot of differences to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I got to figure out what the hell what focuses I want to do.
Well, I'm thinking here that do I care
Do I
about...
propose?
Am I going unaligned or am I going democratic? That's the question.
Well, I guess it's as you wish.
Or do I lead the minor democracies?
Whatever you feel like. We did not agree. I mean, we didn't say we're going historical. I'm planning on going with the constitutional crisis stuff.
Are you going to be going spocked?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go liberal.
Okay. We'll just do Gateway to Europe then.
I'm unposing.
Okay.
Oh, they do have some memes in the Congo, don't they?
There are quite a few. It's a very extensive tree. I played them like probably 10 plus times and still haven't experienced nearly in like probably, I don't even, maybe half of what they actually have to offer.
I mean, even just looking at their advisors.
Oh, there's a
Exile
million
Tutsi,
of them. Yeah.
which it's cool that you can bring back the Tutsi. Or I'm guessing that's what that means.
No, it just means you can develop Rwanda and Burundi. You got to be careful though because they're not cores, and they will get pissed off. And if you ever become independent, they will break off, unless you do something specific. Maybe they might break off anyway. Tankman, do you remember?
Well, I do not remember them breaking off when going the democratic route, or at least for independence.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. That's one method, I suppose. Oh, I have some air forces stationed in Indonesia. That makes sense. Okay. Let's get rid of those. Sell them. Yeah, it was actually the Dutch who made the first interrupters for airplanes, so you could fire through the propeller with a machine gun. It came in handy for World War One
Mr.
quite a bit.
Playa, your focus 3.
What?
What's up?
Okay, finally got it. Well, he lost 1 day on his national focus.
Oh, stop it.
I mean, he's got a point. If we're gonna beat hard Germany, we're gonna need every possible advantage we can get.
That's true.
That's it. He ruins the game. He ruins the bloody game.
Law?
Let me just do the National Committee for Liberation right now.
So what?
Now that I almost clicked that just because I was like, what focus do I go for?
Well, you should get all of the focus that gives you factory so you can unlock the other research slot.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing first.
Yeah, getting that third research... Is it? Yeah, the third research slot is pretty useful early on.
I'm having France invest funds into local industries.
Okay, I got gateway to Europe. I'm leaning towards going unaligned, yeah, because I don't want to... There's no reason to try and form the Benelux if that's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got another military factory? Thanks, Indonesia. No, I don't think it's going to be really that possible for us to make an Air Force this game.
No.
I just don't really
Probably
see
not.
it. Yeah. So that we are going to need AT and AA, though, I think. Just a feeling. And then... Oh, yeah, I have oil. I can train my navy. At no cost, apparently. They just train. That's cool.
Amazing.
Like, no, they don't take fuel?
Because I have oil in Curacao.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Colombian island above Venezuela has 55 oil on it. Pretty damn nice, honestly.
So that's how you say the name of the island?
Yeah, that's how you say it. Curacao.
I thought it was Curacao. Where's that?
Yeah, me too.
No.
Curacao.
I mean, that's how it was pronounced back in my geography class when I was in elementary school. Oh, and my geography classes in college. Now that I think about it.
We might be thinking of like blue Curacao.
You missed another day.
Can we handle 4 speed, or do we need to drop it to 3 for you?
I'm good on 4 speed. I'm just not sure what the fuck I'm supposed to pick. There's so many focuses.
Any focus that has factories.
Yeah,
Well-
you want factories right now.
Well, yeah, all of them have factors.
If you haven't
but
done free enterprise
Well-
fund,
You say that, then you pick the only focus that doesn't have any factories in them.
well, yeah, but I gotta get to other ones. It's gonna open
It
up.
doesn't
other-
lead to anything, the one you picked.
oh, this is
If you-
funny. Belgium Congo problems right here.
Man, there is a reason I conquered you.
So that your own government could hold them incompetently.
I was gonna say, is this not representative of the time?
Okay, so since we don't have any planes, I'm gonna build some anti-air.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Static and divisional, in my opinion.
When did the Congo become independent?
1960 something.
See, this is why I'm
60.
glad Tankman's here.
I think.
Pretty late.
Okay.
Belgium was
quite a
holding
while.
on to that pretty hard, apparently.
1960, the 13th of July, June.
Okay.
Pretty crazy, honestly. That's one of the later colonies. The latest, as far as I'm aware, is Portugal. Held on to Mozambique and Angola as long as they possibly could. And that was into the 70s, I think.
Really?
Yeah, that's,
What?
Mozambique's also the only country in the world that has an AK-47 on its flag.
Mm-hmm.
That's good taste right there.
Yeah, apparently they viewed it as a weapon of liberation, I think.
I mean, I guess it kind of was for them.
Mm-hmm. Assuredly.
I'm looking.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, I got his focus. No.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
so tempted to do National Committee for Liberation.
you got a micromanaging overlord. You gotta watch out.
I know.
Big brother is watching.
Aren't they always?
That's how I learned to love Big Brother.
Oh. Too close to real life right now.
What do you mean you don't like AI surveillance?
I love my flock cameras. That's what I tell them every day.
Is this... I'm pretty sure this is connected to the front. Tankman, the one above Maastricht, that river across, I'm pretty sure the Germans can attack into, right?
The tile above? Oh, yeah, I think they can, yeah.
It looks connected.
It sure does.
It's hard to tell. Who do you guys, when you're playing Germany, and this doesn't apply to Zombie because he doesn't play Nazi Germany. Tankman, when you're picking your inner circle, who do you pick?
Oh. I pick S, Spear, and Goebbels.
Okay.
I wouldn't even know who I would pick.
I pick S because he gives me more funds. I pick Spear because he gives me more civilian factories. And I pick Goebbels because he gives me more war support.
Yeah, so I'm with you on Goebbels. That's how you pronounce it, yeah. Goebbels.
Goebbels?
And then I'm also with you on Spear, but I don't pick Hess. I pick Bormann.
Oh.
I think it's because you get like some meme. I can't remember what exactly it was.
Well, the only thing I see is that he reduced by a lot the political advisor cost and the theorist, army chief, navy, a bunch of stuff. But Germany kind of already drowns in political power, so I don't see why you would pick him.
Because you can always use more to get medals out to units.
I mean,
Good point.
and Ethiopia is gone.
Reduced to ashes. Rip Ethiopia. That's weird that some of the provinces, when you click on them, have names, and then others are just like, this is province. Huh. Oh, because I'm clicking on the city itself. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I have a genius?
No.
That's fun.
Paul van Zeeland scandal.
That would be interesting if they broke it down into counties. So, like I guess for you, like looking at Friesland or Holland, I guess might be easier. Like clicking on the tile to the left of Amsterdam, it just says plains. But like, what is that geographic region? Or like,
if we were playing EU4, it'd be named.
Exactly. So they do know the name. So like,
They're just
Liège.
lazy in Hoi4, bastards.
Did I say that right, Tankman?
Could you repeat?
Liège.
Liège, yeah, pretty good.
So like the state to the north of that, like or province or whatever you'd call it, I don't know what that's called, but it's just a forest. What's the name of that province?
Above Liège?
Yeah.
Hold on, you mean in the game or in real life?
In real life,
Is
it
the-
doesn't have a name in game.
Yeah, it just says
Okay.
province. Because like, I know.
It's called Limburg.
Okay.
Limburg?
like-
Limburg.
I'm pretty sure that it sounds like it's an EU4, but I don't remember 100%.
That name sounds very like. Well, I know Charles Lindbergh is. Well, that's Lindenberg.
Yeah, that's a little different.
It sounds very familiar.
I'm sure we'll put our paws on it at some point.
Limburg.
I
Then
don't-
below Liège, it's Luxembourg.
Wow, I don't know about. That's crazy. My country doesn't know about entrenching tools right now.
Oh, yeah, right.
Huh.
I mean, it's true because the Dutch never participated in the First World War.
I guess. That's
So
one
they
way
were
to
like,
look at it.
shovels? What do you use that for? To garden?
Lol. That's pretty funny. You silly goose.
How did the Dutch manage to stay out of World War One? I guess am I just.
I actually have a pretty good answer for this one. I'm glad you asked. So there's a couple
Didn't,
factors.
wait, Zappa, didn't you write a paper on this?
No.
Oh, okay, so it was something else.
So the Netherlands managed to stay out of World War One for a number of reasons. First off, the modified Schlieffen Plan. Originally, the Schlieffen Plan included the Netherlands and Belgium and Luxembourg, but the modified Schlieffen Plan cut out the Netherlands entirely. So that meant they didn't get their neutrality messed with. So Germany didn't declare war on them. The second reason is that they were a very useful trading partner for Germany because of the British blockade. So it was a way for Germany to get food, I think primarily food, among other things, into their country. and not have to deal with the British as much. Although the British put up the pressure on the Netherlands as well. So those are the two primary reasons that the Netherlands weren't involved in the First World War. Not that they didn't. I was talking a little bit earlier. They did supply the Germans with those.
Interrupter gears.
Yeah, the interrupters, and that gave the Germans a very big advantage in the air war for like a year or two. Like, if anything, the Germans held themselves very well in terms of their air power and their ability to dogfight in the First World War with the Red Baron, things like that.
I mean, it's just interesting to see how their philosophies differed in general. Just as far as the evolution of airplanes in World War I is just fascinating. Because you start with, you know, you're like barely better than scout planes where you've got people with pistols shooting at each other.
Or throwing rocks at each other.
Yeah. Or any number of things. Or to the very end of the war where you have the Gotha bombers and you have the Sopwith Camel. Stuff like that we look back on now, and that really like now they're the kind of planes that you could build in your garage if you're a really determined person, but back then with cutting edge technology.
Yeah, all you need is glue, cloth, and wood.
Yep.
Pretty much.
A little bit of wire and
an engine, yeah. That's not usually made of wood, but
but yeah, that's basically it. They're not that hard to build. Which is really, technology is cool as far as and it's interesting the solutions that they came up with as far as like prior to the interrupter gear, like, oh, we're gonna put the gun on top of the wing, or we're gonna have pusher props rather than whatchamacallit, pusher props rather than polar planes. But those have their own problems. There's all sorts of different things that are really fascinating decisions for people to make because they just don't know what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, as of the First World War, flight was entirely a new concept.
I mean, what the Wright brothers had flown. What was it? What year was it? 1904, something like that.
I don't remember the exact year for the Wright brothers flight, although I probably should, especially considering how they're to blame for 9/11.
1904. So yeah, only 10 years earlier had people taken to the sky. Which is just fascinating to think about. In the 20th century, we went from people like in 1903 being like, we'll never be able to fly, to we're literally stepping foot on the moon less than 60 years later.
Yeah, you could very reasonably in one generation have gone from I'm using a horse and buggy to we're watching the landing on the moon.
Which is just a phenomenal leap in just wow.
Comparatively, if you keep that up and you think in that same time frame you can go from watching us having landed on the moon to we don't really go into space other than to launch satellites anymore in like the space station. It's a little bit disappointing.
More than a little disappointing. And it's even the return to the moon that we're supposed to do with Artemis is so depressing because we're supposed to use SLS, and SLS is like $1.2 billion per vehicle, and it's non-reusable. So it's just yeeting out $1.2 billion into the ocean every single time we launch it. And not to say that necessarily we have a good alternative right now, or at least I'm not aware of that, but there has to be something better than $1.2 billion being thrown away when we have reusable rockets.
Well, what purpose is there to go to the moon other than to just say we went to the moon right now? It's not like we're going to make a colony up there.
Arguably minerals. And it's a really good place because if you can get people onto the moon right now, there's ass loads of helium-3, and we just broke even in nuclear fusion this last year. So nuclear fusion it's now just an engineering problem. They're gonna eventually be power plants in the 21st century powered off nuclear fusion. And helium-3 right now is incredibly expensive, but there's ass loads of the stuff on the moon.
One thing I'm worried about with like the moon and mining on the moon, like couldn't that possibly have some like really bad long-term effects?
Oh yes,
The
it
moon?
could.
Yeah. So like it already goes further and further away from us every year, right? So like if you made it smaller, wouldn't it? I mean, it'd probably take a while before that kind of effect happens, but when we mine on Earth, I'm pretty sure we've already changed like the gravitation of the Earth just based on what we've done already. And that's with like 19th century tools and before.
We've moved it around essentially. We haven't destroyed it, but we've moved.
Well, yeah, you can't destroy matter.
When then, like there's a place in Germany where they've been mining coal for so long, right? It might even be the Netherlands actually, where they've been mining coal for so long that the Earth has subsided like up to 300 feet in some places over hundreds of years. Because we've moved so much mass. But the other goal would be to use the moon as a staging ground, because if you could get stuff going back and forth between the moon and Earth, then you can park an asteroid that has more gold than the entire planet of Earth has in the orbit of the moon, and then just slowly send down ingots.
Space engineer style.
Literally, yeah.
Just be like Legend of the Galactic Heroes Moonbase 1, or whatever they called it. I can't remember.
I have never seen that, but that's the right idea.
It's basically after the world gets nuked, and they have World War III. Like 100 years or so later, the world rebuilds out of Brisbane, and then they manage to make a city on the moon. And then from there, they managed to colonize, like, the solar system and much of the galaxy.
Okay. Oh.
It's kind of interesting that, like, it's a world where they could have possibly had Fallout happen.
Speaking of which, have either of you watched the most recent episode of Fallout?
I haven't watched any of the episodes of Fallout.
Oh, the new... Okay, you as somebody, Zappa, who likes New Vegas... I would love to watch it with you because I've never played New Vegas, and it would be really cool to like actually like have somebody tell me what certain Easter eggs mean, because like I have no idea what the fuck is going on sometimes, but it's just a good show.
I actually had a conversation yesterday with my mom about it. And I may or may not have been very rude. And like, yeah, anyone who watches the show clearly does not like New Vegas, I think is what I said.
Okay.
Just because it doesn't follow the lore at all, and it just kind of shits all over it. Like it's the classic. Yeah. Someone wanted to write a show, but they didn't want to use the world. They just want to use like. They want to give it token representation. I don't know. I don't want to be too hard on it since I actually haven't seen it. I just know some of the facts.
Yes, you're right to some extent, and that is a point that I'm kind of curious how they're going to address as it goes on. And just
like in the first season, they nuked the NCR for basically no reason other than fuck you.
Well, they go on to they do explain it in the second season, and it's terrible. Like, it makes you hate them.
The show producers or the NCR?
Oh, not the NCR. It makes you hate the people that did that, because they're constantly trying to justify doing it. No, it's really good. It explains a lot more about Vault Tech, but the point that I wanted to make was that, and it's one I've seen on the internet from people who've played the game, is that it basically, in order for everything in the show to be lore accurate, you as the survivor would have basically had to have had no effect on the wasteland.
Yeah,
At
like
least
the courier isn't even mentioned as far as I'm aware.
yeah, the courier, as far as like right now, well, and they might get mentioned because I genuinely don't know all the stuff in the second season, but I'm pretty sure the courier is going to get mentioned at some point. But kind of that's a question a lot of people are having, is like, what's going on? Like, where's the courier? They should be somewhere around here, or some of the effects of them should have been seen. But like, I don't know what those are. So it's interesting to watch from a storytelling perspective, if nothing else.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like it, and my friend who he plays a lot of New Vegas as well. I mean, he enjoys it, so I don't think it's impossible to enjoy if you're a New Vegas fan.
Well, I'll say my girlfriend, who's never played Fallout, she watches it with me, and like she watched all the first season with me. She started watching the second season with me, and like, it's one of those shows you just can't look away from. But it was hard going back to work watching it, because there's just truly some disturbing stuff, and truly like some like, it's a good show independent of Fallout for me.
Interesting.
Like, it doesn't have to be related to Fallout for me to enjoy it. Though
And I think
like,
that's the goal there with them. Is they want you to not care if you're a Fallout fan or not when you're watching that.
I mean, that's the best way that they could try and approach the biggest audience. Although
their public relations response is "fuck the fans," notably.
I guess I haven't seen that, but
Yeah.
I don't pay that close of attention.
Like, people are mad, so like, we don't care about Fallout fans. Fuck you, is essentially what they said.
Well, that would be shitty if I guess, again, I haven't seen that, but
Yeah, because it's basically anytime someone makes a show based off of a video game or a popular IP, there's always people mad about it. But it to be fair to those people, it's almost always because the people making the show don't give a shit about the source material.
I do get that, though I would argue the people, at least I feel like the people producing season 2 seem like they care.
I mean,
But
I guess,
well,
I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to throw my hat in the ring one way or the other.
Again, what they care versus what the people who are paying for it will allow them to do. There's a difference. There's a difference between those two things. Because I'm sure if you gave like a New Vegas fan unlimited amounts of money, that they probably could do a lot more than.
Well, just hell, give it to the Old World Blues guy, the one who makes that Hoi 4 mod. They made a world infinitely more interesting than when I've heard about the Fallout TV show.
Dude, that would have been so cool to see that. And I think they might, to some extent, show that. But I don't think it's going to go out nearly that far, because they have talked about Oregon, Washington, and they have talked about some of the different tribes and various events that happen that they kind of hint that are all in Old World Blues. I want to see how it progresses more.
Let's go ahead and bring it back to Hoi 4 a little bit. How is everything going for you guys down there?
So far, so good.
Okay. Do we have a military yet, Congo?
Oh no.
Okay. And then Belgium, how about you? How's the military looking?
It's alright.
Okay.
I need more manpower.
I'm just getting in my first Dutch-Indonesian divisions. I got 11 right now. I'm going to be sending over. And they're on their way now. I'm just really glad that we have that as a source of manpower. I still have 819,000 I can draw from them. Yeah, I like that.
And then when they go up in conscription, you'll be able to draw even more.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna need every division we can get. Excuse me. Let's see here. Yeah, I need to make my construction speed better. I'm curious what you all think about Operation Husky, the Allied plan to invade Sicily.
Remind me of how it actually went, because I think I watched part of it in Rogue Heroes. Or like
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. It was a massive naval invasion. They landed in the south of Sicily, not on any particular harbor, near Syracuse. It was the British and the Americans landing. Paratroopers landed ahead of time as well. And paratroopers met with pretty good success. And they managed to drive the Germans and Italians off the island. And it's what ultimately... I mean, that and crossing into the Italian mainland is what caused Italy to try and exit the war.
I've read some interesting stuff about the fall of Italy, where there were specific towns that just totally had like entire factories that, rather than allowing the factories to be blown up and economies to be destroyed, that the workers themselves ended up organizing to prevent the destruction of the factories by Germans and Italian fascists who were trying to do scorched earth tactics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, like, what the Italian resistance did as far as their efforts.
There was not a small amount of Italians who got sent to concentration camps for trying to interfere with the German war plans in the war economy. It was a fairly large amount. They got sent to places like Austria and North Italy. And they suffered in the Holocaust along with lots of other people.
Sounds about like what fascists do.
Mm-hmm. Tankman, do you know anything about Operation Husky?
If I remember correctly, didn't the Americans contact the mafia over there to make the operation easier by getting intel?
Yeah, I believe so. And the Mafia were very much willing to work with the Allies as well against the Italians, since I'm pretty sure Mussolini had tried to deal with the Mafia unsuccessfully.
No, I think it was very successful. I think otherwise they would have gotten involved, I think.
Well, I mean, if it was completely successful, there wouldn't be a Mafia.
Well, there is always remnants, you know.
Well, and then in places like Sicily and what was it? You said that they went. Where was Operation Husky to?
It was Sicily.
Yeah, I was actually going to say Sicily itself. The Sicilian mafia is incredibly active, and they were intense anti-fascists. They absolutely hated Mussolini. My mom was a exchange student in Sicily in the 80s, so I actually was just connecting that one. So yeah, the Italian mafia specifically in Sicily fucking hated the fascists.
Interesting.
So that was they were more than willing to work with the Americans, because they were tired of fascism. They just hated Mussolini.
It was also the very first operation. This is a large part of why it happened the way it did, was because the Duck was available. The DUCW. It's like a landing craft truck kind of thing that's amphibious.
Do you know what it is, man?
Said like that, it doesn't ring any bell.
Let's find a picture of one.
It's also the first time you see duct tape getting used. And it's before it got its name changed to duct tape. It was duct tape before, because of its amphibious applications. Like a duck.
Here, let me post. This is what they look like now, because they're all converted into tourist traps, and like actually death traps.
Yeah, if you mess with the design too much, it gets messed up really bad. I think
Yeah,
in the video, if I remember, I'll overlay a picture of a duck.
Oh, these. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Found one for sale, but they were like it was like $75,000. Like no, thank you.
Oh, speaking
Um,
of, I need to remember to get fucking entrenching tools. I still don't have shovels.
Man, I love Austrian exiles.
Yeah, that's a very nice buff you get as Belgium. I don't know why, but maybe someone in the comments, maybe you know. Why
Yeah,
did
is
the
that-
Austrians go to Belgium in particular?
I don't fucking know, man.
Okay,
Well-
maybe someone in the comments knows then. Why is it that
You-
Belgium gets this Austrian exiles modifier after Germany Anschlusses them?
Now, Tankman, if I may ask, do you think it's the same reason that your family, if I may, immigrated from Italy to Belgium in what was it the post-war period, post World War One?
It's World War II.
Oh, you guys came post World War Two. I thought it was post World War One.
No,
Okay.
I said World War II.
Okay, that makes
Yeah, I think it was just economic downturn in Italy.
okay. No,
Yeah.
well, either way.
Like,
So do you
Italy
think-
is for as cool of an idea of a nation it is, it's a very poor nation.
Well, I mean, the question still remains: do you think it was for the same reason that that maybe the Austrians saw that Belgium was a fairly stable country that they wanted to go to, or that had good?
No, for the Italian, it was economic reason. I'm pretty sure for the Austrian, it was ideological reasons.
Yeah, I think the Austrians didn't want to live under Nazi German leadership.
As the people who had the city of Vienna, where there was a point in time that was it Hitler, Stalin, Trotsky, and Einstein may have all been in the same cafe at one point. I can get that. I'm probably wrong on the exact individuals, but I'm sure there was such a cafe that existed. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
I mean, Vienna is a place for intellectuals to go to, so it makes sense.
Well, like there was a specific year in like prior to World War One where like Trotsky and Stalin and Lenin were having like a meeting, and it was like upstairs in a coffee house. Einstein was in Vienna at the time studying and trying to get something done for his theory of relativity. And then Hitler was either at that same cafe trying to sell paintings, or was doing something in the nearby vicinity at that same time. God, I need to look up this cafe now. I think it's Cafe Central.
How are we... Okay, so we're getting pretty close to the war now. We're in 1938. How are we doing?
Doing good. I'm training some divisions.
Okay, how many divisions are you up to, Belgium?
13.
Okay. I've got 19 myself, and then I've got 15 training. And then I'm also very excited that I'm working on the war on pacifism right now. Because right now that's one of the biggest things that's fucking me over. I don't know if you've seen that, Zombie. Yeah, I'm sure you have, because you played the Netherlands. But getting the minus 50% recruitable population and factory output is really quite bad for the war effort, to put it mildly.
It fucking sucks.
How's the Congo looking down there?
So far so good. We're doing some economic focuses to help out our Belgian overlords.
Awesome.
Yes. More money.
Yeah, you're gonna get some extra trade resources.
See, that's what we
That
like
makes-
to hear. Have you done the Prince Leopold mine yet?
That's coming next.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that helps
I'm
quite a
doing
bit.
the Bakwanga mine. And then that one comes next, and then I keep going on down.
Okay. Now, notably, I do have aluminum. I kind of forgot about that because I own Suriname. So we do have the capacity to make planes.
But do we have the industry for that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, we do not. But it's a thought. Nationalist victory in the Spanish Civil War, not too surprising, especially considering Germany is helping him out. How is Germany looking these days? Probably not too different, I imagine.
Yeah, we wouldn't really see anything, would we?
Yeah, we wouldn't
But they
see...
have the
Yeah,
Mephobil stuff, so we can't see shit.
right. Well, I'm looking at their national spirits, and it looks pretty much the same as what they usually do. I don't think that's going to be very different from normal. It's just going to be the intensity at which we're dealing with them will be quite a bit different. Now, for defending the tip of Holland above Amsterdam, would I need both coastal and land forts? Because it's across a strait? Or would it just be land forts?
But I think it's only land force, because even if it's a straight crossing, they're attacking you from the land, not from the sea.
Okay. I'm wondering if perhaps it counts for that, but I'm not sure.
I mean, if you have time, it wouldn't hurt to build a few.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking.
It may not even let you build them if it's not in a relevant area. Yeah, it won't even let you build them if it's not a relevant area.
For coastal forts? Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering if it'll apply for the overland because it's a strait. Like, maybe you could double dip on fort efficiency there.
God, that'd be cool.
Be nice, certainly. Not that the Germans couldn't just blow them the fuck up with their planes. Oh, the Indonesians gave me a division. Thanks, I guess. Although I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth by any measure. Oh yeah, speaking of, do remember to have divisions ready to go for your coastline. I can pretty much guarantee that. Well, I can't guarantee, but I have a strong feeling that the Germans are going to try whatever they can to get through, including hit us from our back.
So Zappa, are you going to defend Maastricht too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can only attack it from two spots, so I'm not the most worried about it. And for what it's worth, I feel like field hospitals are very much worth it for us.
They are very worth it.
Yeah, that I already included them in my divisions.
Okay. You have trucks?
Yeah. Belgium is one of the few minor nations that starts with truck.
Okay. I mean, I had early trucks, but I don't really like building those. So now I'm curious, Zombie, where do you find yourself wanting to end this playthrough as Congo? Do you want to be a Dominion, a Department, or a Republic? Or perhaps a Free State?
Free State. Probably
Free State
Republic.
is a trick question because that means you get annexed by Belgium.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Thank you for agreeing. I will be coming soon.
So I'm guessing Republic would probably be the direction then.
Perhaps. Yeah,
I
it
see
definitely doesn't hurt. Although the Dominion isn't bad either, I don't think. It's just a choice. It means that you can keep getting the shared focus tree stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the problem with being a Dominion is giving away your industry, which you aren't yet, but a clever Belgium will be able to sap more and more from you as time goes on.
Oh, I know.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Like requisitioned funds over here, civilian industry to overlord plus 10%, military industry plus 20%.
Yes.
Oh,
Man, what I don't fucking understand with Société Minière de BCK is that it gives plus 10% de card output. Bitch, I don't have any dockyard.
Lol. You know why Belgium doesn't have any dockyards, Zombie?
no, I don't.
Because of the
Because they
Dutch.
sold their
Dutch.
Navy after World War One in the 20s.
That's why the Dutch have a navy.
No, the Dutch had a navy. It's just the Belgians sold their navy after World War One. I can't remember who. It might have been for scrap even. Yeah.
Okay,
For
so
scrappy
they didn't necessarily sell it to the Dutch.
No, I'm pretty sure the Dutch designs are almost entirely indigenous, actually, because they didn't fight in the war, so they had no say in who got, or they didn't have any say in getting the German Navy. At least
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100 on that. Tankman, do you know anything about the specifics of the Belgian Navy, where it ended up?
The only thing I know is that the Belgians weren't really able to expand their best port and weapon because of the Dutch.
Oh yeah, the Dutch are always like, no, we can't expand. You can't expand Antwerp because they own like the top and the bottom of it, technically, like the area around it. And when the Belgians want to expand it, they're like, no, you'll mess with our city though. So no. Even though
Right, that
Antwerp
makes
is essentially the most important port in this part of Europe.
Yeah, it definitely, yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's when we invaded Normandy, and by we I mean the Allies,
Yeah,
the goal was Antwerp.
I do remember that. Oh, there's a bunch of forts.
And that's probably a big part of the reason why Operation Market Garden was so important to the Allies. Mm. Oh shit. Gave Congo shit for missing days, now I am, well.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing on factory counts, everybody?
I have 33.
I'm at 30.
The Belgian industry is the best in the world.
Ooh, limited conscription. Oh, my war support is not the best in the world. It's actually really bad. Well,
Oh. Give me a second, I'm choosing a focus.
Yeah, by all means, take your time. We want someone here actually to be picking their focus every once in a while.
Alright.
Yeah, I should probably build an AA. Just to be smart. We're definitely
want
going
to
to
be
need
smart.
it. Yeah. No, I don't think that we're going to need 10 divisions standing right there. I think I can afford to put
But
them
why
in a
not?
different spot. Actually, I should probably have them join the coastal defense. Yeah, that would make the most sense. Oh, I have engineer companies now. Oh, thank goodness.
Nice.
The engineer is engineer.
Is that a TF2 quote?
Yes.
Just you
Fuck,
got to
you
know
had-
from Tankman that's it was like your main game for a while, wasn't it?
Yep, for a long while.
I never
Oh,
could really get into TF2.
I loved TF2.
Like the most fun I think I had playing it was as the Pyro.
Pyro is fucking amazing. Heavy was my favorite. Heavy and Pyro were my favorites.
Very nice.
Medic's kind of fun too.
That was it was Heavy, Pyro, and then Medic. For me, I loved playing as the Medic and then like boosting a Heavy,
Mm-hmm.
and like getting them to like supercharged, or being a Heavy and then being supercharged by a Medic was always super fun.
Yeah, it's the snipers you got to watch out for though. They're too good.
I like to play on the bomb rush ones where you have to push a bomb cart.
Mm-hmm.
Payload.
Yeah, payload. That's what that was called. Payload was always fun.
Hell yeah.
I'd ask if we think they're going to make a third one, but
This is Valve we're talking about.
They do not count to 3.
No,
they do not know how to count to 3.
it's impossible. They don't even make games anymore, bro. Like Counter-Strike 2 is a reskin. Let's be real.
Oh.
Let's see, what are my fort levels up to now? Not the greatest. Okay, there we go. That'll make me feel a little safer. And then the AA levels. Yeah, okay. Better than nothing. I love playing countries that get bonuses to land fort construction speed. I think Czechoslovakia is the most fun of them. Just like because with 30% land construction speed, you lose a province. You've already built the next line of forts behind that province you lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty awesome.